Hi, I'm Aisha.
Hey, I'm Jasmine.
What's up? It's 1228.
And we're IJT Productions.
Hey, it's IJT. We're back again. I'm here with Aisha, the beautiful, lovely lady. I'm here with 12, the magnificent, the great. And I'm here with Tavius, the awesome Tavius, who is here to have a collaboration with us for IJT. And we're going to be talking about non-sexual relationships.
As men, we love sex. Sex is in our everyday thing. Not saying that we think about it on nonstop. So to be in a relationship that you don't have sex, it plays tricks on you, or it makes you feel insecure or insubordinate to the rest. Like, for instance, I was in a 4-year relationship and we have sex. So no.
Wait, you did or you did?
We didn't. We did not have sex.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so you was in a pure dating relationship. That's awesome.
No.
What's wrong with that?
I wouldn't consider that. One, they didn't know. They said I wasn't ready, and on top of it, they was already messing around with other people. So it's like, you're not having sex with this person. So what are you doing? So I'm not, mentally. Okay. But it taught me a lot of things of not having sex. You get to know yourself. You get to be more coherent about, oh, there's actually birds outside, and the air feels better. But like, will I ever do it again? No.
Okay. So Tavius, there's a lot of layers there, because this sounds like cheating. And then the first call, you was like, men love sex. We're women over here, and I'm honest to say, I love sex too. Like, I say that like women don't have sexual appetites. Like, what's up with that?
No, because I have no. God, no. I did have somebody on my show that was like a sexologist. She said you guys, like, women are more prone to it, but it's
not like men. Like, we don't think about it like men do. All the time.
Exactly. Like, men, we it's like a tangent. It's like, it's like a wheel, like, going in our head, like, nonstop. So it's like, oh, great.
Like this.
Yeah, it's just going.
So ours is like what?
Like this.
This ours? Okay.
Well, you know what, Tavius, like, I enjoy sex too, like, if it was up to me, I'll do it all the time if I had a husband, know. But I think, right now, it's all about self-control, but also, what about building a relationship with that person to get to know them outside sexually,
But
like, what do you?
We live in a world where it's very rare to get that now. Like, think of, like, okay, for instance, when we was growing up, maybe, yeah, but now that we like close to our 30s or in our 30s, it's like, shit, it's better if I don't even know if I'm gonna get to know you that well. You down with this? Cool. I see you when I see you. Bada bing, bada boom, bam, bam, I'm out. It's like, and it's sad that we, like, it's like that now.
So you participated in a non-sexual relationship,
12? I have in my journeys. I'm washed up. I had a good run. So along my journeys, I have, as far as really getting to know the person and like getting to know somebody on a deeper level is very important. But like Tavia said, like, men got wants and needs. So at a certain point, you're gonna want to have that line to be crossed. So I don't know how I could, shout out to you, Tavius. But yeah, I have, and with those experiences, like with the person that I was dealing with, we developed a strong friendship. And it's funny because our video that came out yesterday was "Can Guys and Girls Be Friends?" But
I mean, can they? Because I think, well, no.
But
yes. We have yes or maybe.
So, but this
continue, because we still gonna find about this.
I don't know, not for me.
But see, that's what caused the maybe for me, because of my experience with that, right? So when I was dealing with the person on a non-sexual capacity, although we had the friendship, it was like, are we really?
Your phone was like, no. Your phone was like, we not having this.
Right. That's how my body was feeling. But
like whoopsie
yeah, because at a certain point, like you're gonna really start to the feelings is gonna get stronger and the desires is gonna get stronger. So you really gonna, it's like you're gonna want it more when you don't have it. You know, it's so funny because it's like when people get into relationships, like, you know, people joke about marriage. It's like when you get married, it's like the sex goes out the window. You don't even, you get it like on your birthday once a week. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying it's a joke. I'm just saying that's like a running joke with people.
If you wait till your honeymoon, trust me, you'll be like, wow, this is amazing. You gotta wait till your honeymoon. You ruin it.
That is
so let me ask y'all this. Like, what do y'all feel like once you cross that line, something changes with the relationship? Like, what changes once you lay in bed with somebody, like in y'all perspective?
Well,
go ahead, Tavius.
Okay, y'all really want me to like throw myself under the water from the bridge, right? Okay, so
let's do it. I'm here for you. I got a lifeboat for you.
So back in the day, in my my golden years, I think I used to use sex as a, if I get it, I ain't gonna call you back. I'm done. I used to be like ass, like I wasn't a fuck boy. I was more of a, I got it. This is what it was nothing else there for us. We hooked up. That's the end of it. And I feel like with this, like I had relationships that was like a little more lenient, but with this, it taught me to get to know the person more, understand like, oh, this is different. Like, oh, we get to speak on certain levels, or you know, like if the energy is there, if the communication is there, then yes, then it'll be amazing. But I mean, from my point of view, I said like, yeah, like if you like once you lay with the person and if y'all got great chemistry, then yeah, after that y'all can still be cool and hanging out, whatever. Because sometimes a lot of people will sit there and literally play a game and say like, all right, I'm gonna talk to this person, talk to this person, and then all of a sudden they have sex and it's gone, they out the door. So it's like an end game for some people. But if y'all have that great communication and you have that great chemistry and everything is going well and y'all had sex and after that y'all still going strong, then I say yeah. Gucci.
Aisha and Jasmine, I'm directing this question to you, and I want to hear your thoughts as well. Tavius, do you agree, disagree? It seems like when we're talking about the sexual experience between men and women, and you know, it seems like women feel like there's something that's being taken from them. That's why they want to withhold, or it's like, you know, they don't enjoy it, or you know, they're just getting used. So where does that thought process come from y'all? I just want to know.
It comes from a line of hurt and damage. Because you gotta think about it. Sometimes you'll give it up, and then after the bit, all right, I'll call you and never call you back. So it comes from it comes from a frame of being hurt. So they don't want to go through that process. So he's like, I know that you're doing you. I mean, I know that you want this from me. So instead, before you get this, I have these rules, or I give you this, I put this in place just in case you mess up. I didn't give myself to you. Because like you said in the beginning, like not so long we talk about soul ties. And I was just sitting here thinking like, wow, are we really soul tied to people after we have sex with them? Like, how do you break that cycle of being soul tied to somebody? So that was a part of me I was sitting in my mind thinking.
But to add to that, my thing is, what that got to do with me though? Like, if I'm not that person that did that to you, why does that have to be my experience with you because of a decision that somebody else made? You feel me? So I feel like if you're going into things with good faith and you're going into things with good intentions and you clear on your desires of what you want, because at the end of the day, we both want it. That's the thing. We both want it. We could agree to that. So it's like, why is it a thing of, okay, well, because you got hurt or dude didn't call you back or he said it was what it was and then it wasn't. And then now it's like, I'm going to take my ball and run. So everybody got to wait. Everybody got to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, but what if I'm gonna call you back when we do our thing? Like, I'm gonna hit you back. So that's just where I want to hear the females tell me.
Like,
I think it's, not so much, like I said, it depends on your experience, just like Tavius shared, it could be coming from a hurt experience or because, a guy did that to you in the past, you want to make sure that you set yourself up in the future not to experience that same hurt again. But for other people, like, Ishi or myself, is not so much that, yeah, like we did these things in the past, but we're older, we're wiser, and we're smarter now. And we want to be careful of who we give our bodies to, like, yes, I'm in love with the person and I'm building with the person, but, at the same time, it depends on what your beliefs are. It depends on what your standards are. Like if my standard is, I'm going to be intimate with someone who's going to be my husband, then that's that person's standard. It's not because it's coming from a hurtful place or they're sad or anything. It's just what their personal beliefs are. But if you're in a relationship with a guy, and I guess this is for you 12, like you're with a girl and y'all, I guess you guys don't have, or she's not religious or anything, I don't know. But if you guys are together and if she's like, hey, I want to wait, and it's because maybe she was too fast and gave herself too fast, where she felt like it wasn't worth it because at the end of the day, they took a piece of her and they went away. So she understands the importance of her value, of her self-value. It is not that she's being selfish, but she's being selfless, where she needs to, take care of her own heart, because at the end of the day, she has to live with that pain and not you, So that's just
I
my
have to
take.
live with the pain too. If you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, Aisha. I have to live with the pain too if it's still something that's presented to me that I did not create. You get what I'm saying? So if I didn't cause an issue, but I'm basically getting the reaction of an issue that somebody else created for someone, then I'm going to live with that pain as well. So I just think, and I'm gonna let Aisha go because I want to get to like, where's the compromise to like, how do we get on the same page, knowing that the guy wants this, the woman probably was hurt or religious beliefs, but we both want it. How do we get on the same page to like, so I'm gonna let you go, Aisha, my bad.
So I was agreeing with Jasmine in regards of like, it's not necessarily a woman just necessarily holding off from sex, because there can be guys that are doing that too. But if you both come to an understanding of like, let's say you guys have sex and all you talk about is that we're just going to smash, but no one talks about what happens after that, that's where you leave room for misguidance. So if she has an intent where y'all didn't communicate of, okay, so I had sex with you, you're my boyfriend, and he's like, oh no, I had sex with you, so we're going to go back to our non-sexual relationship. It's like, well, we already broke that barrier. So if you don't communicate after you have that action, that's when you leave room for chaos or miscommunication or mixed feelings. So that can be a two-way street for both the man and the woman, because we both know with gender, there's always an exception to a rule where someone can be pretty much off in, or someone can be like, nah, that was just a hit and run. So, and I think that not necessarily just comes to her, it's just miscommunication. Y'all didn't talk about that next step. So, as far as the compromising goes for like non-sexual relationships, make sure with any friendship or relationship you have, there's honesty of like, if y'all cross that line, or there's boundaries set, like with any friendship, any relationship, you set boundaries for it. If you're going to pursue sex with this person, then from there, you don't have sex with your friends. That whole sex with benefits, that is a sticky situation. So however you're gonna define that. I have best friends. I don't look at my friends like, oh yeah, I'm going to smash them. No, they're women. There's a boundary there right there. I'm like, I see you as a sister. We all have boundaries in our relationship. So if you talk about to someone saying you can have platonic relationship with a man and a woman, you can. But it's just about really communicating that part. Like if we cross this line,
then the friendship is over.
The friendship is over, right? So y'all not friends
now. Y'all got feelings. Feelings are involved. It's just too much going on. Not because y'all both know each other business.
Yeah, your homies don't see you naked the way like the girl you just smashed it. No one does that. Be like, yeah, I know where your beauty mark is, bro. Like, no, he's not saying that.
It opens a whole brand new wall of things, you know, because now you had the intimacy and connection where your bodies were together. So it's like you always gonna have that thought. Every time you see that person, that moment always gonna replay, no matter what you're doing. It could be something that they're wearing, you're hanging out with them. Oh my gosh, I remember when we did that last week. Like, you could just be with friends, you know? So I think, you know, 12, you brought up something about like compromise, like where's the compromise? And, you know, just like Ishi shared, like there's gonna be boundaries in your relationship where maybe, let's say, I just wanna only hold your hand and give you a hug. You know, like that's the boundary that is going to be set.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Weird, but okay.
Have fun with that.
I'm just listen.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that what you said, but this is what you guys are going to establish and talk about. You know, like this is what you're going to set up in your relationship.
I'm saying. So basically, what y'all saying is the only way that we can basically get to it is if we marry y'all, right? That's basically like the end of the story. Marriage.
For us, I can't speak on all women, but any women who are practicing like the weight and abstaining from sex until marriage, that's the community and population I'm talking to. Yes. Courting. We're having a purpose to get to married. Intercourse, yes.
I'm not speaking for everyone, 12. I can't speak for everyone because I'm not in everyone.
No, I didn't say I'm talking to y'all two. Because y'all said y'all want to ring, so I'm speaking to y'all two.
Okay.
So y'all want to wait to marriage, correct?
Yeah, I'm done with that life.
Okay, wonderful. Now, so now somebody that, from just objectively speaking, like what is the person supposed to get for waiting? Like what is the return on that investment of waiting? Or how long does it take for y'all to get into a marriage and get to that level? Because if we all could agree that that's what the guy want, like we started in the video, so it's like, how long is this waiting period supposed to be for the man?
You know what, 12? It depends on you. If you think that I'm the one, and if you want to marry me in 6 months, then that's on you. But listen, it's not a waiting game. You know, like when you're courting and when you're building someone, you're building a lifelong partnership or friendship. So it goes much deeper than that, you know, like this is the person that you're going to spend eternity with, you know. But like I said,
the society is different, you know. It's just the society that we're in is very different as far as like, it's not traditional. It's not, you know,
you're
it's
right.
not
it is not
arranged marriages. It's not that. So
you're right.
Like, and I'm not saying I agree, but people don't think that far into it. They just think of it as an interaction. And it's like, next, if I really, really enjoyed it and I really like you, then I'm gonna hold on. If not, I'm moving forward. So it's like, you know, I'm just curious to understand it. Like, cause like I said, I don't look at it no way. I just would like to understand it as far as like the thought process that comes into it, because it's like, y'all know what we want. Y'all know what we coming to get. So it's kind of like, what is the benefit of like, or what is the pros and cons with, does that like make men just be like, well, I'm not about to sit here and wait? Or does it make men, what does it create for men? Like what headspace does it create for the men? Or are y'all even thinking about the men at all? Like, is that even a thought? Is it just all about what y'all want? It's like, I want to wait. I don't want to get hurt. I want to get the ring.
But it's not all about that. You know, like for me, it's about creating a friendship that will last for eternity. You know, like when you build a friendship with someone.
But you just said, but that goes back to you. You're not saying what the guy wants. Y'all well, still.
Listen. With the guy, first of all, the guy that I'm dating is gonna want what I want, because obviously I'm gonna let him know and he's gonna know. So we have to be into the same thing. I can't be with someone who's not into the same thing that I am, else it's not gonna work. Then I'm not the person for you.
But that's not what we're looking for. But because
So
that's
what are
the
you
thing.
looking for?
Yeah, what do you want?
So
It sounds like
so
you. You speak
I'm
for
so
all
I'm
men.
gonna say it. So perfect.
As men, we love sex. Sex is in our like everyday thing. Not sex.
So I'm not looking for just friendship. I'm not looking for um I'm not even looking for love, honestly. I'm being real. I'm not even really looking for love. I want commitment, I want honesty, I want intimacy, and we can build love. That's where I'm at in life. I'm washed up. So I'm not waiting for the perfect person and all that. I want somebody that's going to be committed. They have the same values as me.
He go
We
off
could do
and
our
down the
thing and
stairs. Okay.
I'm being real. So
All right.
with that,
So go ahead.
so I'm sorry. So with that said, the partner that we frozen? I'm frozen.
Okay.
You're frozen.
Yeah. You said so.
Oh, my
What you want? You
battery just
being
died
real,
for this
and
phone.
then that was it.
No, so I'm saying with that said, I'm not looking for love necessarily. So for me, all of the friendship and all of that stuff that really doesn't do anything for me as a person.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like for guys, like we want that. Like that's what we want. So it's kind of like what does the guy get? That's just all I'm saying. Are y'all considering that part? Because y'all talking about what you want. Are you saying what the man wants or considering that? That's all I'm trying to get to.
Okay. So
Well, I feel like
go ahead.
go ahead, Ishi, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm still gathering my thoughts. Go ahead.
I feel like if you have that talk again, 12, and you express what you want and what he wants, then you'll have a better understanding of what each other wants because you're hearing each other out. Now, if the woman, let's just say she doesn't want to have, sex before marriage, if he truly loves her and values her, he will commit to that. He will do that. And if he feels like she's the one, and let's just say a year later they get married and boom, that's it, But let's just say if it depends on a girl, and let's just say if she's not religious or whatever, or I'm not saying whoever, like if let's say if she just wants to wait 6 months or wait till the guy prove himself, then she has every right to communicate that, and the guy should respect that. If that's not what he is looking for, then he needs to find someone who is looking for the same thing that he is looking for, if that makes sense.
So basically, like it's oh my God, am I muted?
No, you're fine, Tavius.
Oh.
We hear you.
It's like saying like, oh, I give you 3 month rule.
Say that again.
Like remember back in the day when they used to do the 3 month rule?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, 3 months, then we'll see where it goes. And if it goes in that direction, yes. If not, I mean, as long as you have that communication part to it, it shouldn't be an issue. Because you don't want to have sex. Like, I like right now I'm not looking for no I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for nobody right now. I'm just looking at myself. And then I'm ready to venture back out. But when I was in that world of, doing me and I want to do that, I looked for love. And that don't get you nowhere nowadays. So
yeah.
I wouldn't say that. That's where you're at. Yeah. I understand it. But it's all about the communication, whether you're gonna have the non-sexual relationships with your friends, you say that up front, you cross that line, y'all talk about that, please communicate. And then after, I know from my experience where I'm abstaining from sex until marriage, I communicate with that person up front because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to miscommunicate anything. So if the guy is saying, yeah, I'm on that path, boom, we good. He's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, cool, that's fine. I've heard no so many times. I'm Gucci. I'm a big girl. I can handle that. So I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to get any miscommunication, any hard feelings or building up. I let people know up front and I keep it moving. So communication is key for all this non-sexual, sexual relationships moving forward. So that's what it would be. As far as what Jade Mill says, usually like attract like. So if you are out there saying, I'm not looking for anything, you're going to attract people who are on that same path. But communicate that. So it's the same way with the man who I want, he will be on that same path if you just keep it moving. So I agree with Tavius, Jasmine, and I hope that's clear for you, 12.
Okay. No, I hear you. Yeah, we got a minute left, but I guess we could end it here. I would love for you guys to let us know what you think. No, listen, it's not. I'm learning. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. I'm just asking to understand. So this is just a conversation that we can openly have, because everybody is not in a different place. I mean, and everybody's not in the same place in life. Everybody has different beliefs, different systems. So for me, I like to ask questions for things that I'm not familiar with. So, so let us know what you guys think. Meet us in the comments. Let us know how you guys feel about non-sexual relationships. Are you into them, or you got to get your rocks off? Let us know. Meet us in the comments.